So guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Now these are not quite ripe yet. All the way over there. But tomorrow I really have to stew these or pressure can them. Oh look. Look. They're very far away, but there's a family of loons.
What you doing, Mom?
Just cut up the corn. Okay, so now Lily's washed all the tomatoes, scrubbed them off. We're gonna put them in some boiling water for about a minute 20, anywhere between a minute and a minute 20, not more than that because you don't want to cook the tomato. But first, we're just gonna put here, Lily, come and hold the camera. Just gonna put a little X right on the surface here of each tomato. Alright, so Lily's going to put it into the boiling water very gently. Yeah. I'm going to put them all in there. There's about 12 tomatoes. And now we prepared a bowl of ice water. We're going to cool them down. And while they're cooling down, we're going to continue the rest of the tomatoes. Yeah. You'll see eventually the skins start to peel off. See? That means they're almost ready. I also put some yellow pepper in this time because I had it and I didn't want it to go to waste. Be careful. They're very big tomatoes, so see the skin's already peeling off. Perfect. Kind of crooked here, right? Alright, leave those there for now. So yeah, we put them in the sink because that little bowl was way too small. So we're going to continue those now, and we'll be back to peel them. So now that they're room temperature, you take them out and you peel them. Did you peel one?
Yep.
Where is it? There it is. And it looks like this. Now we're going to have to take the core out. So you core out the tomatoes. I've done them already, and what I do is I keep the harder ones, the nicer shaped ones, and the ugly ones go into a bowl, and I'm gonna process them in this blender. Okay. So anything left over goes to the chickens, no waste. And now I'm gonna dice up these tomatoes, put them in this bowl, and process these. So of course we're going to put some cilantro in there or coriander. Take the stems out though. So finely chopped, put it in there. And then we're going to add our other ingredients. So this is all fresh from my in-laws' garden. The corn, well, not the peppers though, but the corn and tomatoes. Okay, so now we're going to transfer everything and mix everything together into these big bowls. Now the one thing I need to add to this is some minced garlic. Minced garlic and cayenne pepper, actually. I'm using organic minced garlic that you can buy already in a jar. It was on special, or else this is normally very expensive. I just mince it myself. I'm going to go 1 1/2. Then I'm going to blend it in. Cayenne pepper, Lily, can you get it?
Hey girls, how's it going?
It's going.
Are you vlogging?
Yep.
Am I disturbing?
Sort of. I'm actually going to add a whole teaspoon more of the garlic. Okay, Lily, you keep on stirring that, and I'm going to add the pureed tomato sauce. Now, the reason why I added cayenne to the recipe is because I didn't have any fresh jalapenos from the garden this year. Now it's a little liquidy, but once pressure canned, it's going to thicken up a bit. And there was something else I needed to say.
It's pink, but it's going to get...
Yeah, it's going to get darker when it pressure cans. With the cayenne pepper. I probably put a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper in there. So we have our sterilized jars here with the lids. And we're going to use a funnel. And Lily, you're going to go ahead and fill the jars up. I'm just going to taste it and see if it's got enough heat or too much. Is it spicy?
Nope.
Is it yummy?
Yes.
I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Just because, or maybe 1/2 cup. We're going to do 1/2 cup. Apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. The mother being the sediments that you see there. So we decided we're going to do another 1/2 cup of the apple cider vinegar because it wasn't vinegary enough. And we need to add some salt. We're going to put some pink Himalayan sea salt. And because I have to grind it up, I don't have loose salt for now. I'm going to say you can go ahead and put a teaspoon of salt in there, 3/4 to a teaspoon of salt, and that should be enough. Just, you know, salt to taste. Always taste it. And Lily says it doesn't have enough heat, so we're going to add a little bit more of cayenne. And then we're going to stir it up again, taste test it. Is it just right now?
Perfect.
Awesome. So make sure that you wipe your rims off before you put your lids on. And notice how we left at least 1 inch right at the neck here. Always leave the space. For those of you who can, before you all know this. So into the canner the jars go, and we have to bring the pressure up to 10 pounds, right, Scott?
Yeah. You're gonna have to bring the pressure up. Actually, you're gonna have to let it get hot enough, and then when steam starts coming out of the top here for 10 minutes, then you could put your weight on or your jiggler.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna start by doing that.
Well, typically it's 10 pounds of pressure for 1,000 feet over
Overseas.
sea
Oversea.
level.
Okay, so we've got steady steam coming out now. So we're going to calculate 10 minutes until we...
I put the jiggler on because we let it steam for 10 minutes, straight steam, and put the jiggler on. Now the pressure is going to start building in the pressure can.
We have to build it up to 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
And then let it boil for 20 minutes, right?
Let it go for 20 minutes with the pressure at 10 pounds, yes.
Okay, so now that it's at 10 pounds, I'm going to leave it for 20 minutes. Okay, so now that it's been 20 minutes, we let it cool. It's still hot though. We let it cool down so the pressure's all the way down, everything's shut off. And we're just going to let it cool for several hours. And then we'll take the jars out and I'll let them cool again for at least like 10 to 12 hours so that we could take the ends off. And so here is the final product. We're missing 2 little jars that we had. We gave them to my mom and my sister. One thing we didn't do is we didn't put vinegar in our water in the pressure canner, so it became a little foggy on the bottle. So we'll do that next time. And I would probably put some red wine vinegar rather than the apple cider vinegar to give it a tangier taste, or some lemon juice. So we finally got to try out our new pressure canner. Yay! And the recipe actually turned out pretty good. The only comments I got from Dad and Scott were to maybe add some more onions and to take out the corn on the cob, the kernels. But we had the corn on the cob from my in-laws' garden, and we wanted to use them up before they spoiled. All right, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Take care until next time.
No.
No.
Okay, hey, say it.